What I have is I have this old school sprinkler here, and I'm gonna put a raised planter bed where this is located. And what I want to do is put an extension and a drip feeder on it to make use of this. It's either that or I plug it up and then access my water someplace else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this head off and extend it. But this was kind of interesting, and that's why I kind of stopped my job and decided to produce a video on this. So here's what I've got. When I started digging this up, I started finding a bunch of Teflon tape, and that's telling me right off they've had a problem with this thing leaking. And the reason why it's leaking is because it's not threaded on completely. So I'm going to show you folks how I take care of this. So these are always good to have around, these tap and die sets, and it is item number 91395. Great little investment. They're really inexpensive. So if you have old school pipes like I do, you actually need this set. And here's why it was leaking. As you can see, well, first of all, this is like, I don't know, probably a 60-year-old head, and it's not screwing down all the way. And the reason why it's not screwing down all the way is because it's corroded. And so, like, as you can see, the threads go down to here. However, they're only getting this much thread on, so that's why they put on a lot of that tape. So what I'm going to do is we're going to clean up, we're going to dress up them threads. And let's see here. I am going, so I don't have the actual tool that fits on there because I couldn't get it down there anyway. I'd have to dig out a big hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this 1/2" NPT on. Now usually I'll use oil, like a Miss Marvel oil or something like that to help cut it. But when it's just corroded like this, we're not really re-threading a pipe. We're just kind of dressing up the threads, cleaning them out. So I know some of you are like, no, don't put that tool on there. But I don't really care if this gets buggered up, because honestly, I'm never going to use the tool on here anyway. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take little stabs at it here, and it's not fighting me. I need to adjust my tool here. So all is good. Oh, come on, a little bit more. There we go. Get a bite on it. Let's see if we can get it out. And you want to back it out. Yeah, this can be a game. If I dug this out around here a little bit more, might make it a little easier on me. Maybe let's just do that. I only came out here with just a handful of tools, so just trying to make do with what I have. So we're going to clean that out. And what you want to do is you want to clean some thread and then back it out if you've never used one of these, and clean the thread in the cutter. Get a better bite. There we go. Okay, we got a few bites in there. All right, let's clean it out. Maybe I should have brought some oil out with me. I don't know, I'm 50-50 on that. Get some more of this out. Come on. There we go. The girls are happy this morning. Okay, we got some new threads, so like I say, we've doubled that. I can go down more, and I will, probably off camera, just to save time here. All right, so I went and grabbed a slightly smaller pipe wrench. This is like a 14-inch, but it has better jowls in it. This wrench has been through heck, and it was slipping on there. So anyway, here's what I did. Now that I got a decent bite on it, I got those threads cleaned out real nice down there. Got a good bite here. The tool goes down into where I like to take it to usually, which is just about to the top of the tool here. So I find that works out pretty good. I don't really need to go much further down than that, so I think that's going to be in good shape. Yeah, this tool's fixed a lot of sprinklers and it's starting to wear out, but anyway, that's going to be just fine. Look at that. That's going to go fit down in there, get a good fit. Could try the old one, but the threads in the old head are buggered up, and as you can see, they're down in here. Let me get a modern pop-up, and I'll show you how far down that goes. Okay, so I have one of these Chinese brass heads, and I'm not really a fan of these, but I'll show you how this works. So before, you know, we can only get maybe a couple turns in there, right? So now we're going to go down about 3 or 4 threads hand tight before it gets tight, and that's okay because I've got this new piece of Galvi here. Same thing, it only goes down about 4 threads or so. And the idea of this is they're slightly tapered, so the more you cinch down on them, the more they seal, right? And they won't leak. It's just kind of the way these threads are. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So we're good. And that's about where we got to on this pipe here. So this is what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to re-thread it all the way up to the top here, because this is where they naturally stop anyway. I've got about two threads there, and it's about where I am on this. As you can see 2 threads. Okay, there we are. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below. Thanks for watching.